hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn illithids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
ゲールがここでどうなるか。
Should have learned to bloody swim. Can't believe I almost drowned at the last hurdle.
泳げんかったらそういやシャドウハート。
It's over. It's truly over.
Against all odds, we cured ourselves. Free from the parasite. Free from the prospect of ceremorphosis. I can hardly believe it. We will not become accursed illithids. Not to cast any slight on you, of course. Your present form is but a sign of your gallantry.
Even when my time in the prism stretched out like eternity, when escape seemed impossible, I never lost hope. I knew that my destiny was to liberate my people, to return to them triumphant. I was wrong. It seems I can only fulfill one part of my destiny. My people will be liberated, but I cannot return to them. Not like this. You helped me destroy that abomination. Now help me destroy myself. You must kill me. But first, Lae'zel, I need your promise. Carry my hope. Carry my burden. Call my dragons, Kulos and Kuthos, and ride to the Astral Sea. Destroy Vlaakith. Release our people. Be our future and our legacy. You honor me. And now, you must give me the greatest honor. Do it quickly. Gitka Tavkim crashed.
Prince Orpheus is gone. But the Githyanki's future, your heart flutters with excitement as you call out for the dragons. The astral plane awaits, and a rebellion takes shape. Your rebellion. The future of the Githyanki Empire rests in your hands, and you know just how to mold it. It's over. And it's all because of you.
残らないとシャドウハートとかがわからんから。
Who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate. While navigating the disordered environs of Limbo, you heard the summons. An invitation to a gathering of friends. Those allies who stood with you against the Netherbrain. Those who thwarted the grand design. Those who made your war against Vlaakith's tyranny possible. You cannot join them in person, but you shall be with them again nonetheless. You command great respect within the rebel army. The allied mages of Zanvadim are employed to project your image through the cosmos, back to Faerun.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
You made it. Lady Shah smiles on us.
シャドウハートどこ行った？
Lady Shah's blessings to you. Or perhaps you don't need them. You look well. I couldn't agree more. Her entire church prospers. Broken hearts, shaken faiths, refugees without homes, former cultists without purpose. They can all become the Night Singer's children, with the right nudge. You should see how they flock to us. We spread like the night sky chasing the sun below the horizon. You did, and I'll be forever grateful. Perhaps one day, you may open your eyes to her wisdom. But enough of that. I won't have it said that I'm not capable of enjoying a fine night with good company. Tell me what you've been doing. You've been busy. Careful you don't pull a muscle. I'm not there to nurse you back to health anymore. I suppose you'll be keen to do the rounds. But don't be such a stranger either, in future. You know where to find me. I can always make some time for an old friend. One of the privileges of being in charge. Would that I could. But this is my life now. Lady Shah must come first. Always. All-consuming. Endless decisions to make, underlings jockeying for your attention, threats from the outside, threats from the inside. There's times I miss when it was just our little group against the odds. Simplicity is a luxury that's drifted out of my reach, I'm afraid. But at least I shouldn't. But from time to time, yes. Holding the office she once held, standing within the shadow of Lady Shah herself, it complicates my feelings towards her. I came to see her as an adversary, an obstacle. But what recourse did she have? What did she... A future in which she was discarded, where the reward... What transpired was the Dark Lady's will. If time rolled back, I would do the same thing all over again without hesitation. Almost as busy as I am. Such rapid growth creates a good deal of work for a quartermaster. So many lost souls in need. Sometimes she fears the others will grow jealous. But I see her as if they can challenge me on the matter if they dare. Though, None are so bold. What? A show of sincere affection? You're lucky none of my followers are around to witness this. Come here.
放映でもできるの？
Let's keep that our special secret.
この服もいいね、シャドウハート。
Hello again. Now, there's a face I
ゲイルって歌舞伎で死ぬことになるのか？
Oh, right. You. Yes, I'm so. You helped Mr. Dicarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that? Doesn't sound like. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able. If you can extract yourself from what I'm sure of, we'll send word. Ta-ta.
ゲイル生きてるわ。
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Dicarios of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the... She did not. I'm delighted to report. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at
壊れたやつを
last.
出すってことかね。
Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like... exhaling. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good that I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of illusory magic has the power to confound the senses, to render the impossible into reality. Unfortunately, in that respect, oh, they try their...
The cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned? Well, I, for one, can't think of anyone better equipped to... I've told my students I'd be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you. Excellent. Of course, you'll be... it will give us... I'm very... So, in the spirit of selflessness...
残るパターンを選ぶとどうなるの？あんなおったっけ？あ、スタリオンだったの？
Well, or projected. Honestly, if I'd have known this was an option, I would have stayed at home too. Oh yes, the war. I have been rather busy, you see. I'm now a man of power and influence. It doesn't need... Cazador's mansion has become my palace, and played host to every kind of banquet and of course, has seen its fair share of hedonism, clandestine deals, and the occasional disappearance. Whatever it takes to build up my influence, I'm spinning my web. Power grows slowly, but I have nothing but time now. Oh, I wouldn't say ruler. Any old fool can sit on the throne. I would be more of a puppet for all my freedom to walk in the sun. But the important thing is I am doing wonderfully. And who knows what's next? There's an entire world out there, ready for the taking. You see, this is why I always liked you. I did miss you, you know. We did share a wonderful adventure, you and I. But
We have great new lives. I will never forget the time we spent together, though. Until next. Not one juicy secret to be heard.
いい人が変わらんね。
To your relief, your projection holds. It took a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen side you can touch, taste, and talk. But you're the Githzerai God King. Should the Githzerai join you?
The great warrior Lae'zel walks among us. Ugh, probably for the best. I smell like a... Withers yanked me from Avernus with my blade halfway through a Cambion's belly without so much as a chance at washing up. And you? I wager you've cracked open more Kithraki heads than you could possibly count. Ooh, then you did keep count. How you'd thrill in the Hell Hunt, Lae'zel. Slaying fiends is electrifying. The demons I don't suppose you'd indulge me. Yes, but just you want to hear about the Amnitsu at the Styx? The Styx Devils, they're called. They usually prefer fat bastards. I felt my mind start to drain. I could feel the Styx tugging at my memories as I hung over it, eager to drink me dry. But not even the Hell's minions are immune to a circle of death. And I leapt free of the minions' grasp, unsheathed my short swords, and when I'd finished, all that remained was a pair of paltry wings on top a pile of viscera. She's kept me on a long leash, if you can believe it. Every target she's set me on's been a demonic intruder. Tenari assassins who slip into Avernus, Armonites that amass near the Styx. My next mark's the most challenging yet, or so she said. She's playing a game. I'd fall on my own blade and join the blood war in an instant should Zariel's hell. And as long as I'm more useful as a warlock, that's not a risk Mazora would take. I wish you'd been there to join in. Oh, I suppose that... But the people we were. Warriors. Winners. Go on, the night's young. Always to sing.
This one night is like any other. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate. Until thou givest thyself so, enjoy the revelry of the day. What indeed? The balance, hear me. Fun. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed.
この子ってもう最後俺ミゾーラとくっついて普通にしてるのかな。アグハートなんか
Should have learned to bloody swim. Can't believe I almost drowned at the last hurdle.
さらに忠実の
The city will cheer us. Against...
Not to cast any slight...
Even when my time in the prisms, I knew that I was wrong. It seems I can only... You helped me destroy that abomination. But first, Lae'zel, I need you. Carry my hope. Carry... Then my destiny is undone. Until someone can take up my... I found freedom, and then...
A kinder fate than to live as one's sworn enemy. Though no less a pity for it. At least...
The Githyanki are leaving us. An unlikely...
With your people gone, there's nothing left but the side, but it's...
The crown. It's somewhere in the Giontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. The power of Karsus would be in my hands. But what then? What would I do with it once I have it? Sage and timely counsel as always. A wise man learns from his mistakes. Shall cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free. And more... If this adventure has taught me anything, is that Besides, growing quite fond of it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal...
Now you're talking. After all that, I think I'll need a drink in each hand and a... But I think right...
Yes. We should see if the, elves...
There are many heroes' graves that will need to be... Let's honor them.
It's over. You. Thanks to you, that you have earned you. The Netherbrain is ended. The grand design is thwarted. You slept soundly for the first time in uncounted months. Yet your mind and muscles are restless. Your new home of Faerun is laid out before you, vast and daunting. But no more daunting than the warriors Vlaakith will send after you. You are Hasharlak, an apostate. What comes next for Lae'zel of Kalir? This rock, this planet of Toril is not... As for Vlaakith's Kithraki, you'll be waiting.
選択肢でも一緒のような感じですね。
6 months have passed. You are greeted as a savior. But before you can write the next chapter of your story, you must end this one.
Well, well. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. Educator... Well, that was quite lovely. I have to say. I'm quite grateful. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating. Or the fear of Mistra. I surrendered the crown of Karsus to her, as I told you I would. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But I did. But, in fact, I can hardly leave it to the likes of Volo to give a true account of...
That odious man...
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned? Oh, I assure you, my students keep me very well informed of your escapades. I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'll have plenty of questions for you. Excellent. Of course, you'll be... It will give us... I'm very... So, in the spirit of...
I should take it home. Just to see what the rest of...
You made it. Lady Shah's blessings to you. Or perhaps you don't need them. You look well, very much. Her entire broke. You should see how they flock to us. We spread like the night sky chasing the sun below the horizon. Thank you. But enough of that. I won't have it said. I suppose you'll... But don't be such a stranger, either, in future. You know where to find me. I can always make some time for an old friend. Would that I could. But this is my life now. Lady Sharp... Oh, simplicity is a luxury that's drifted out of my reach, I'm afraid. But what? You're lucky. Let's keep that our special secret.
あと手紙だけ見るか。
I wonder if I can get this for my own self.
Good find from the looks of it. There you are. I was hoping you'd make your way over. Well, I wager you've cracked open more Kithraki head. Ooh, how you'd... I don't suppose you'd indulge me. Yes, you want to hear about the Amnitsu at the Styx? The three-tusked Orthon? Or the invading Goristroy? Word travels fast when a devil crossed... It had traveled a hell rift to a long-forsaken shrine. It led to an isle of cracked rock in Avernus, and then it charged. It was the war devil. The third charge, the Orthon slowly sunk, howling into the magma beneath. I let two of its tusks sink with it. The third, I sliced Go on, then I always
おっと、どこだっけ。
I will never get tired of seeing that face.
あ、ここだ。ヘルメットだから。
Wither certainly knows his wife. Or resurrected
Loaded.
an excellent sommelier.
Withers has quite a nose for fine vintages. Well, in a manner of speaking. His actual nose must be a distant memory by now.
A beautiful night. I wish it could last forever.
Perhaps I should stretch my wings again. Who knows what people are gossiping about?
Withers has quite a nose for fine vintages. Well, in a manner of speaking. His actual nose must be a distant memory by now.
No botan あるね。
Now, there's a face I know well indeed.
フォークはラファエルの棒の館のやつ。
The whole gang is here. Wish I'd had time to polish up the horn.
これはあれか。ラージはドラウのやつかな。アスタリアンの血を吸わせると筋力プラス2のなんか水薬みたいなのって。ボスのやつみたい。手紙が変化する。今までと変わらん気するけど。
The city.
Not that there's.
Even when my time in the prism stretched, I knew that I was wrong. It seems I can. You help, but first, carry my hope. You honor me. Do it quickly. I will give me my freedom from this form. Release my soul to the astral seas, while I still have one to call my own.
Come on. For Muri. What?
Perhaps you are right. I may not be. I shall find a place for myself in a corner of these realms. For even in darkness, you were a worthy ally, Rastil. Perhaps it could be you.
Never have I known a prince more noble. I hope he can.
Prince Orpheus is gone. But the Githyanki's future, your heart flutters with excitement as you call out for the dragons. The astral plane awaits, and a rebellion. The future of the Githyanki Empire. It's over. You, who were destined to become a thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the... While navigating the disordered, an invitation as the Prince of the Comet's favored sword.
手紙だけに。
Do my eyes deceive me? The gang really is all here.
あれ？ないな。
Cool, fresh air. By the living gods, I know.
ネなんかな。生まれ変わらなかったな。
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your way over.
配信してみるか。これで終わるか。